Welcome to your 10th tutorial on beginning HTML. In this video, we're going to take a look at the HTML forms. Forms are something we use a lot when we're on websites. They are used to collect information. You might have filled out a contact information form on a website, and when you submit that, it's handled by a web server. We're not going to talk about web servers, but we're going to talk about the actual input fields in this video, which is what we're going to create with HTML. It all starts with the form element tag. You can see that right here. We have the opening tag and we have the closing tag. By itself, the form element tag doesn't do anything. It just declares in HTML that this is a form that we're going to submit. You can see here, though, we have a blank web page with nothing in there because, again, the form element tag by itself doesn't do anything. We have to put our input elements inside the form element. That's why I added this input elements go in here comment. The first thing we're going to do in this video is create one of the most common input elements, and that is the one-line text box. You've seen that many times when you've filled out information on a website. I'll just add the input here, and here we go. We actually have a text box right here that is used by the input element tag. Notice we don't need a closing tag because it's just an element that goes inside the parent form element. That's the way it works. The key to this is to understand this attribute right here. Type equals text. This text denotes that this will be a one-line text box. I don't want you to worry about these three attributes: the action attribute, the method attribute, and the name attribute. We will talk about these in a future video because these have to do with the server side of this, and that's not what we're going to talk about in this HTML tutorial. We are only interested in creating text boxes in this tutorial with HTML. We are not interested in server-side code at this point, so don't worry about those attributes right now. Let's go ahead and refresh our page, and there you can see we've got our one-line text box. Isn't that cool? We can create another one. Let's go ahead and create a second one here. You can create as many as you want. We'll hit save, refresh, and there you see we've got two. Now, if you don't want these side by side, we can just put in a break tag, which we've already talked about in our previous videos. Hit refresh, and there you can see they're in a top-down order. You'll notice that when we click on the actual one-line text box, it is highlighted in the browser. Let's say you want to change the length of this box on your page. Let's say it's not wide enough to contain all the information you want the user to enter. Well, it will automatically scroll to allow more letters. But what if you want this to be wider so people don't have to use a scroll bar? We can accomplish that by using the size attribute. Let's go ahead and put that in right here. We'll say size equals 50 characters and leave this bottom text box alone. There you can see it's now wider if you need to gather a lot more information. We'll go ahead and just get rid of this. We'll keep the default. I just wanted you to be aware of this attribute. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. I will see you guys in the next video.